Hello everybody and welcome to episode 24 of the Little Black Cat Knits podcast. A podcast all about knitting and crocheting and sometimes any other crafty thing I get myself into. I am your host Ashley, coming at you from New Jersey, where I live with my husband, my two sons, and my little black cat, who currently is running around my room like a lunatic. So you might hear him being crazy because I don't know, he's playing with something and going nuts. Are you done, squeakers? Anyway, you can find me on Instagram and Etsy as Gatti Yarn Co, as I am the dyer and owner of Gatti Yarn Co. You can find me on Ravelry as AM Gatti. There is also a group for this podcast on Ravelry. All you have to do is search for the Little Black Cat Knits podcast. And what else? Oh, there's also a blog. If you just go to gattiyarn.com, I will be posting show notes there as well as Ravelry. And on the blog, I do my best to post non-Ravelry links to patterns and stuff, just in case you are not a Ravelry user. And yeah, I think that's it as far as like admin-y stuff goes, right? I think so. I lost my phone in my mess of things today. Anyway, today is Tuesday, May 25th, I think. I have no idea where my phone is. I think it's the 25th. Yes, it's the 25th. I am currently filming during Paul's nap time again because once again, Monday got away from me. Doesn't really matter. This is going up Wednesday anyway, so I have a couple things to talk about. No finished objects. I have a half finished object, lots of whips, and some other things to talk about. So I guess we'll just get right into it and start with half finished objects. Right? Yes. So we have one completed vanilla sock, and this is a shop sample. This is in my Pumpkin Pasties colorway. It's just a simple vanilla sock. 2x2 rib for 20 rounds. How many rounds did I do on the leg this time? 50 rounds on the leg. Slip stitch, heel flap and gusset, rounded toe. I knit this on Magic Loop. US size 1, 2.25 millimeter needles, Chiaogu red lace, 32-inch fixed circular. I think that's all the information. And these are on my super cool Harry Potter sock blockers from A Needle Runs Through It. So yeah, that is my half finished object. I have one sock done in this shop sample. My table is like overflowing with things. Now the other sock is living in this bag I made myself. Also, Michelle and Leslie from the Naughty Knitwits, you can see, sent me this beautiful pin because I sent them some yarn and I love it, guys. If you are a fan of the Naughty Knitwits podcast, you should absolutely go pick up a pin. And if you've never watched Michelle and Leslie, you absolutely should. They are my favorites. But look at it, it's so sparkly. I love it. Anyway, it's living on this bag. And this is where I currently have my second sock for the shop sample. I've got the cuff done. I think I'm only 10 rounds into the leg, so we've got a little bit of a way to go. But like I said, this is my hand-dyed yarn in the colorway Pumpkin Pasties. There are still 2 skeins of this on the shop if you like this colorway and want to snag some. And yeah, I guess we'll keep moving right along. So much stuff. I'm exhausted today, guys. I got like no sleep last night and I don't know why. I was just up all night. I'm so freaking tired. Hence the large coffee from Dunkin'. So bear with me today. I am super duper tired. But yeah, I guess we'll just, let's move right along. Where is my phone? I found it. I was correct. It is the 25th. Hey, go me. Okay, so living in this Captain America bag from the Silver Shed USA are my Iron Man socks. Now, can't remember if I got further than last week. Like when I showed you, I can't remember if I've made progress on this or not, so forgive me if it's in the same spot, but my brain's fried, guys. I am just so tired. We're getting close to the end of the school year. I'm tired. Anyway, so I have gotten 20 rounds on the leg, and this I am knitting out of a sock set from Lady Pearl Designs. This colorway is called I Love You 3000, and the heels, toes, and cuffs, which you can see on my other sock here, is called Arc Reactor. I am knitting these I'm knitting them on 9-inch circulars, Chiaogu red lace, US size 1, 2.25 millimeter, excuse me, 2.25 millimeter needle. Oh, there's a tickle in my throat, and now my eye's watering. Whew. Okay. Whew. Anyway, yeah, that's all there really is to say about this. Like I said, I apologize if there really isn't any progress from last time. I can't remember what I talked about last time. My brain is fried. Okay, moving right along to the next whip. Living in this awesome Horror Villains bag from Lila Styles is my Spindrift Shawl by Helen Stewart, or also known as Curious Handmade. Right? It is Spindrift, right? I'm gonna have to double check when I pull the iPad out. But last time we chatted, I was all the way down here, and now we're all the way up here. Hey, moving right along. This is another shop sample knit out of my hand-dyed yarn in the colorway Daughter of Athena. And yeah, I made a ton of progress on this. This shawl is like super easy and memorizable and just like nice, simple knitting. So like if I'm not working on socks and I want something with just like slightly more interest, because I am knitting stockinette flat, so I am purling one row, knitting one row, I've been pulling this out, which is great. I'm knitting this on US size 6 4.0, yeah, 4 millimeter, yeah, 4 millimeter needles, which is what the pattern calls for. These are just my Knit Picks interchangeable set. I keep going back and forth. I really want to order a Chiaogu interchangeable. But yeah, so that is the Spindrift Shawl, and I love it. Licorice, what are you playing with? Can you calm down over there? He's on my bed, like wreaking havoc. I have no idea what's happening right now. Yeah, okay, moving right along. I have one last whip and then something else I want to talk about, but this whip is actually a new cast on. Living in the Slytherin bag from Toad Hollow. I initially was designing a pair of socks out of this yarn, and then I was like, you know what, not bringing me joy, so we're not going to do that anymore. So I ripped them out, and I've been working on this, which I just want to make sure I'm getting all the information right. My new iPad should be here soon, and I really hope it's soon, because this one is just so slow. Anywho, this is actually a crochet whip. This is the Memento Mori, right? Memento Mori shawl by Jarta Jasmine, modern crochet design. No, right? Yeah. Pattern written by Melody Martinez. Anyway, how cool is this? So the whole shawl, like as it grows, like if you can see right here, like here's the, like, there's basically as it grows, going up the sides, there's just gonna be a bunch of skulls. And I was like, this is so freaking cool. I saw it, I think Christy Glass had a video about it, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, I need to make that. So I started this a couple days ago. I am crocheting it using a H hook, 5 millimeter, which is what the pattern calls for. And I'm crocheting this out of Loops and Threads Joy DK in the Latte colorway. I haven't even finished the first skein yet, so we shall see. It calls for roughly 500 something yards, which I think when I did the math with these two skeins, I have like just enough, so we shall see. But yeah, that is the new cast on. Well, would it be, is it a cast on if it's a crochet project? A new start? I don't know. Page should I leave off on? Crud. Okay, there we are. So yeah, and that is that. I'm gonna double check the name of that shawl, by the way. Yes, I was right. It is the Spindrift Shawl, guys. Like I told you, I'm tired. My brain's not working. No, actually, while I'm in here, let's delete that. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next thing. That's it for like what I'm working on. But moving on to the next thing. I have been sitting here looking at my pile of whips and going, I'm not working on like half of these things. The Like a Cloud cardigan, I want that finished object so bad, so that will get finished. It's just taking me a little while. But the project that was living in this beautiful Harry Potter bag from Lila Styles was my Muscleburg hat that I was making for Keith. And I think because I was using a worsted weight yarn and I know the pattern, like you can work it for pretty much any yarn because it's going based on gauge. I don't know. I think it was, maybe it was a combination of the needles and the yarn or the yarn weight or what. But I was just like not wanting to work on this. It was killing my hands. So I frogged it. And now it's just this giant neon orange ball. This is, actually I have it right here because I can't read this. I tucked the tag in here, but it is Craft Smart Value Neon in the neon orange colorway. I bought these specifically because I did want to knit Keith something with him because he loves orange. It's his favorite color, and neon orange is like just so fun. So I ripped it out. So now I'm thinking I'm just gonna find another like regular like hat pattern that's written for worsted weight yarn and use this to knit him a hat out of like that pattern. Like I might go with the Barley by Tin Can Knits. That's like my go-to worsted weight hat pattern. I don't know. I'm going to look on my Ravelry and see what I have saved, like favorited as far as hats go, and go from there because I do want to knit him a hat out of this. And then like I'm thinking matching either mittens or gloves. But I really wanted to do the Muscleburg, but it was, I really just think this yarn weight was not working for it. So it got ripped out. I have no qualms with that. I like actually like much happier that I ripped it out. So that is that. I will be starting a Muscleburg for myself eventually. I do have some yarn in my stash. I have a skein from Mace of Skeins that I love, that I actually purchased with the intent to knit a Muscleburg out of. So I might do that. I know I do want to take one of my hand-dyed yarns and knit a Muscleburg as a shop sample, because I'm trying to knit my shop samples in like different patterns, like some shawls, some socks, some hats. That way, you know, we get different ideas of how the yarn knits up differently, with different circumferences and stuff. Like I don't really want to just knit socks or just do hats or just do shawls. You know what I mean? Break it up a little bit. But yeah, what time is it? I'm out of breath, guys. I don't know what's going on here. My mom called me while I was setting up, so now I'm like scatterbrained. I was also cleaning up a lot of like projects and like getting stuff out of bags and putting away markers and reorganizing my notions pouch. Did a lot this morning. I'm tired. I know I've said that like 1,000 times, but it's true. Anyway, so that is all the crafty content I have for you guys today. If that's all you came here for, then I will see you guys next time. But I guess we'll chat about life stuff. What's happened in the past week? Nothing too crazy. Like I said, Bruce is on. I think he reminded me this morning that he has 14 days of school left, which he is very excited about. So yeah, he's very excited for summer vacation. What else did we do? My brother-in-law and sister-in-law came over Saturday night for a bonfire, which, was that Saturday night? It was, right? Yeah, Saturday night. All my days are blurring together. They came over for a bonfire Saturday night. We had a lot of fun with that. Friday night, a couple of our friends came over and we spent 3 hours building our D&D characters because we are starting a D&D campaign. If you guys don't know what D&D is, it's Dungeons and Dragons. And that is really exciting. We're having our first session tonight. So that will be fun. I did tell Keith though, the game might have to start a little late because I do have some orders to package, which is super exciting, you guys. Every time I get an order, I do a little dance. It's like I tell everybody, every time I get an order, like I immediately am like texting my friends and like calling my husband. I'm like, I got another order. It's amazing. So thank you guys so much for buying my yarn. It's amazing. It makes me so excited. And yeah, speaking of that, I actually have a new printer coming today, because my other printer, while it works perfectly fine, when we traded in our old computer and switched everything over to where we were going to be sharing the laptop software is too new and the printer is too old, so it doesn't support the printer software, so the printer was only printing in black and white. Which is a problem because some of the stuff that I include in my orders needs color. So I'm a little upset about that. But, you know, I worked with what I had, and then my brother-in-law was like, you know what, no, you need a printer, and he ordered me a printer because he's the best. So that should be here today, which is exciting. What else? Let me see. I'm trying to think. Oh my god, my eyes itchy. What else did we do? We ran errands yesterday, just like we do every Monday. Got a bunch of like summertime PJs for the kids, got them new bathing suits, got new beach towels. I'm a little bit of a child and bought a beach towel for myself that has a giant T-Rex on it saying "Rawr." You know, because every 29-year-old needs one of those in their life. But I also really love dinosaurs, so I'm not complaining. What else did we do yesterday? I had a doctor's appointment, which was fun. I'm not really going to go into too much detail on that because I don't think you guys want to hear about it. But, you know, everything's fine. Let's preface with that. Everything's fine. What else did we do yesterday? I don't even know. I don't know how Mondays keep getting away from me. And then, like, I sit and talk to you guys about what I did, and then I can't, like, remember what I did. It makes no sense. But, you know. Keith is actually getting a new car, well, new to him car today, which is awesome. We've been operating as a one-car family for a while now. My goodness. Since before Paul was born. It's been a while. And it's been working fine because Keith works, his job is close enough to our house where he can walk if need be. But he's been taking the car to work since it's been so nice out, and I've been walking to pick Bruce up from school, which is fine because I like going for walks and it's been beautiful out, and Paulie likes going for walks and Bruce likes going for walks. So really it's a win-win-win. But there are some days when I do need to run errands while Bruce is at school. So that being the case, he got a new to him car, a used car, but it's new to him. And that's going to be great because he feels bad leaving me without a car. So, yeah, we're picking that up today. I feel like I have a lot going on today for a Tuesday. Like, I'm doing laundry, it's laundry day, as always, which is fun. Made sure I had a huge breakfast when I went to Dunkin' this morning because I have so much stuff to do and did not think I would be eating, like, have time to eat lunch, which is fine. Trying to think what else. I'm trying to find time to like balance like all the things I want to do. Like I've been really wanting to cross stitch, but I'm trying to like I have to work on like work knitting during the day. And by work knitting I mean like just any knitting because, you know, the podcast is part of my job, and if I have no progress on things, then I can't film a podcast. Does that make sense? So, you know, I'm sorry, I need to like set some boundaries for myself and be like, you know what, when Keith gets home from work, unless you feel like knitting, you're done. So maybe I'll do some cross stitch this evening while we're playing D&D. That's probably not smart because I have to leave the pattern out for cross stitch. All right, maybe tomorrow night I'll do some cross stitching while we watch TV or something. So maybe there will be some cross stitch to talk about next episode. But other than that, I think that pretty much covers it, right? Not much to talk about today again. Not that there's not much to talk about, but it is another short episode. I have been feeling the urge to cast something new on, which is terrible. Squeakers! What are you doing? I need a new cast on, like I need a hole in the head, but it's alright. It's fine. I think I have to allow myself to at least finish the 2 shop samples before I cast anything new on. And I really want to try to get some work on my Like a Cloud before I do any more sweaters, because I've been wanting to do the summer sorrel and like pull from stash and fade it. I was watching Nitty Natty and her summer sorrel has made me really want to start one, so that's like next on my queue, because at least I can wear that like in the summertime and stuff. But I feel like I'm like Robin from How I Met Your Mother with the anyway, that just about covers it, guys. I don't want to bore you with nonsense anymore, and Licorice is losing his mind. I think he wants to get out of this room. So that being said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It spreads me all around to the YouTube lands. If you like hanging out with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you will never miss a video. And if you want to know exactly when I upload, hit the little bell. That way you will get notified every time a new video goes live. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Happy knitting. Bye.